What's up everyone, Edgar with All One Solar Shine. So we're out here in Natomas, California. I don't even know if actually Natomas is a city, so I apologize for everyone who's out here, but we're in Sacramento, right? I think in the just neighborhood of Natomas. So we're actually out here, and let me give you guys a recap of what I've done, all right? This is gonna be a really good one, and I want this one to be really tailored and focused on what customer service, good customer service brings you, okay? How good customer service builds trust, how good customer service builds referrals, how good customer service builds ongoing maintenance, work, extra services that might be needed, right? Just, it lets that homeowner really feel like, hey, I can call this guy, I can call this lady, and I know what I need is gonna get done, not only in a timely manner, but also in a professional, high quality service. That way they can go and do whatever they gotta go do and know that whatever they need is gonna get done right, okay? So on Monday, I actually did the bird proofing here, all right? I flushed out the entire system, I wrapped it all up, I cleaned the panels, and I installed the top lights right here, right, for Diwali. Diwali is tomorrow, Saturday, for those of you watching. This is shot the day before Diwali. And the homeowner said, just do the top story only because I can do the bottom story. You know, he used to do his lights always, so he has that experience, right? I was like, all right, cool, no worries. I did such a great job. You know, I showed him all the pictures, the videos, everything was professionally done on Monday. So 2 days ago, he actually called me back. I'm like, hey man, my schedule's been really tight. I haven't been able to finish the bottom story with lights. Can you come back and finish that? Also, can you do some windows for me? And what do you know? Can you also rescreen a mesh for me? He didn't know about the rescreening, but when he called me back out to clean the windows, I said, that screen's pretty bad, bro. Why don't I rescreen that for you? And he was surprised, lit up, smile from ear to ear. So you could do that. I said, of course I could do that, right? All One Solar Shine got your back. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're just gonna be doing a few windows, getting this house ready for tomorrow's celebration. He'll be having family over. We're gonna be finishing these lights, and we're gonna be rescreening a screen. So stay tuned, you're about to watch a lot of good things right here in this one. There's really two sizes of mesh that you can really get around with or like using. It's gonna be the 36-inch and the 48-inch, all right? 48 inches would probably be like your screen doors, or just if you have a really big window, living room window. I've really only found myself really only using the 36-inch on probably 8 out of 10 windows, maybe even 9 out of 10 windows. All right, something just like this, look at this. This right here is beautiful, it's perfect. It's even really great because the 36-inch, I'm not having any waste. You know, all this is just I'm gonna be cutting off maybe about an inch on each side, and that's about it, right? And that's what you wanna see, you're not wasting material. I'm not the best, so my lines aren't too straight, but do your best, that way you're also not wasting material. All right, boom, we're done with this. We don't need that anymore, get out of here. The reason why I put my clamps here, all right, this is gonna be my secret you guys are watching, is because this is how I make sure my mesh is gonna be nice and tight, nice and secure when I go to respline it, okay? For those of you watching, mobile services, man, that's where it's all at. I don't know about you guys, but when's the last time you saw someone on your block replacing window screens? So I have right here, my setup is just gonna be your 6-foot folding table. I got this from Costco, okay? And then just your clamps. You're gonna put this in here, and you're gonna get, I don't even know what this is called, but it's called the spline tool from Home Depot. I think that's what it's called. And you're just gonna be resplining this, applying.
That's what that's for.
You're gonna be applying pressure as this goes in. Splines comes in different sizes, okay? So you have to make sure you get the right size. You got a 0.14, 0.125, okay? These ones right here are gonna come in a 25-foot length, but different diameters. So depending on the window screen itself, you'll know which spline you're gonna need. It takes a little bit of pressure because you wanna make sure the spline goes all the way inside the screen, okay? That's what's gonna be holding this mesh. So you wanna make sure it's all the way in there. And I can pull this down here because I have my clamp up there. So I know that it's gonna be nice and tight as I start making these turns go around the screen. Be careful too. You want to make sure you're putting this tool on the spline only, because with so much pressure that you're applying, this tool can rip the screen. And if you do that, you're just gonna have to get a whole new piece of screen. The whole point of replacing this is because he has a hole in it, so you don't want to make another hole. I like to go over this one more time, making sure that this is all the way inside its groove. This is where it's gonna take practice. because you have one side, you have two sides done. So now it's gonna come down to just making sure you're giving it the tension, but you're not doing too much tension, okay? For those of you watching, if you're doing too much tension, you're actually gonna warp the screen. So that's it, fellas. That's how you're gonna be rescreening this. As you guys can see, I know Ray's is gonna be putting a before and after shot. We got a brand new screen. It's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. We keep these tabs on there. Obviously, you know, if they're broken, we'll be replacing the tabs. We'll be replacing these springs. And then as well, if we need to, we can also rebuild a brand new screen, okay? So when it comes to rebuilding a brand new screen, we also carry the tabs in the van. We also carry the tabs, meaning these black tabs, the corners, and also the frames. Make sure you get yourself a miter saw, okay? Because you're gonna be cutting these aluminum frames according to the size of the window, all right? You put it all together, you got yourself a brand new screen.
All right, Edgar, you're done with the screen. What's the next thing you're gonna do?
We're gonna do the windows, bro. So I have been trying out, right? Testing out the waters, both the speed and both the results, right? The end result of water-fed cleaning of the windows or original traditional trad method cleaning of the windows, right? And for those of you that have been following me, I have a gym here in Sacramento, and then I also have a restaurant out in Morgan Hill, okay? We've been doing actually both locations, both these properties for about 5-6 months now. Both of them have been traditional squeegee method, trad method, right? Because we've been doing it for so long, I myself and also the crew have been able to really get better on the technique, have really been able to practice, have really been able to get that experience needed to do this original trad method. So I thought to myself, you know, if we're up close and personal on these windows at a residential property, maybe that's the way to go, right? Maybe that's the best way to clean these windows. So let me give it a shot. And that's what I've been doing out here in Sacramento. I've been doing the original trad method on windows at residential properties, seeing if I'm fast enough, seeing if the result is just as good, if not better than the water-fed pull, what you guys have seen me do before. And results came in, and yeah, you know, I've been able to really get them done a lot quicker. I've been really able to deliver really high quality results. So I'm gonna be sticking with original trad method on windows, and then we'll get it done. We'll reinstall the screen, and then we'll be good to go to move on to the Christmas lights. All right, so for those of you watching, so you're definitely gonna wanna mop this. This is called the mop. All right, so you're gonna get it nice and wet, lubricated. And that is not what cleans the window, okay? Don't think that's gonna be cleaning the window. What's gonna be cleaning the window is, you have to remember, there's 3 ways to clean a window. You're pushing it. When I say it, I'm referring to the dirt. So you're pushing the dirt, you're scratching at the dirt, or you're pulling at the dirt, okay? So when you're mopping it, you're just moving all the dirt everywhere. Now, what cleans the window is the actual squeegee itself, okay? When you're pulling all that water down, you're pulling the dirt down with it. So the squeegee is what cleans the window. So that's what makes it important that you get the technique, not so much the whole fanning technique. You could do it whichever way. It's mainly just making sure the squeegee is on the window. And that way you're pulling a nice clean surface when you're gliding through it. And then obviously you take a, I always do a 2 rag method. My first rag is drying it. I'm gonna be drying all the sides. And then my second rag, which is gonna be extremely dry as possible, I'm gonna be polishing the sides, because as you're drying the sides, you're still gonna be leaving some, a little bit of water. And I use deionized water. In this mop bucket right here, I still put my deionized water, right? So if I let it dry, it's not gonna be drying with hard water spots, it'll be drying with dirt. And so the dirt is what's gonna actually be leaving that streak mark. But when I come back with my dry towel, I go back to polish just the sides, which is called your detail work. So when you go to detail the windows, that's basically what you're referring to, okay? That's it. This is the end result of a clean window, exterior only. I'm gonna head over to a couple more windows, and then I'll be heading over to the inside of the windows to clean the inside.
What you gonna do with that screening, Edgar?
We just do screen cleaning. So with the screen cleaning right here, good old pressure washer, go to town. You guys have seen in my other van, I have a screen cleaner, right? And if you haven't seen in my other videos, check that out. You'll see that screen cleaner. Like I said earlier in this video, I've been trying different things to see not what works better, but just what works. Because sometimes you know, it could be that they both look the same, right? Sometimes you don't need this, you don't need that. You can make do without it. And this is one of those things, you know. I have found that cleaning the screens with my regular pressure washer has been giving me the same results, maybe even better because I can control it a little more, especially because I don't have to invest that money into that screen cleaner. I have already all the equipment right here, and it works just as fine. So the other van, we will be keeping that screen cleaner, but moving forward, we probably won't be buying it anymore.
Hey Edgar, let me ask you.
Yeah.
This guy added a couple things while you were working.
Yeah.
You have a busy day. How do you feel about that? Does it add pressure? Is it money?
No, that's a good question. It definitely adds pressure because you don't want to say no, especially since you're already here. You don't have to drive back. I take it and go with it. If it's something though that is going to be extremely, you know, just ruin my next job, then yeah, I just tell them I'm sorry, I can't do it. And you know, I'll just charge accordingly to have to come back and get whatever he wants done the next time. But if it's gonna put me back 10-15 minutes, maybe even half hour behind schedule, I'll bite that bullet. But if you know, if it's not that bad, if it's worse than that, then of course not. I can't ruin the next appointment or set their schedule off because of this guy's extra couple windows or extra stuff. I gotta respect everyone, both his request and then obviously the next appointment as well. Okay, so for those of you watching, this is exactly what I was referring to when it comes to dealing with store-bought lights. You cannot custom fit them, okay? So what do I have to do here? I have to find a way to just hide this. I can't cut this. If I cut it, it's gonna stop working. And that's unfortunate because these, like I was always saying, these come in a certain length. And you're not gonna, maybe you will, but it's a really big guarantee that you won't get the exact length from, let's just say you were just lighting this right here, what I'm sitting on. It's really hard to find a store-bought lights that are this exact length right here. So what do you have to do with all this? I bunch it all up and I'm gonna hide it somewhere the best I can, right? But if you go with the commercial grade lights, basically this exact gutter line right here can easily be cut and custom fit this gutter line. That way it starts at that corner and it finishes at this corner, right? So that's the whole reason why commercial grade lights, you have their advantages to using that, but obviously the biggest disadvantage is gonna be the price. I mean, there's a really big difference in price. All right, everyone. This is the fun part, the best part, right? The cleaning up. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the support and the motivation that you guys always share with me. Appreciate the comments. So definitely drop a comment in this video. Let me know what part you like the most. Let me know what you thought of the entire video, what you thought of this entire project, how maybe you would have done it differently, right? I always accept your guys' constructive criticism. So just, you know, let me know what's up. As always though, in the description below is the Clarity link, okay? Make sure you guys hit that up if you have any questions, if you wanna hop on the call one-on-one with me. It's a coaching call. I'm here to help you out, whether you're in my area or another area, let's talk. And as always, if you guys are homeowners and you're watching this, or if you know someone who's a homeowner and that needs one of these services or has questions about one of these services, share with them this video, please. I definitely would appreciate it. We always service Sacramento County and Santa Clara County with bits of Hollister and Salinas. So if you're in either location, make sure you holler at us because we definitely want to help you out, all right? Have a good one, y'all. Happy Diwali, Merry Christmas, and have a happy holidays. Peace.